Well, here I am, where Jen sat many hours waiting for me. So today I'm going up to see Jen. I may not do much videoing, I don't know, so I go to the mountain. But I'll keep a track, try and track my walk, and I hope it just gets sent by satellite to the people that are looking. Well, I started my tracking app on the Garmin. I tried to sort it out this morning before I left. It should send 10-minute points, I think, to a map that is stored somewhere on my site. Anybody that can see it will have got an email telling them where to go. So we'll see if that works. Mind you, it does depend whether I can get a satellite link for it as I'm walking through these trees. We will see. I just realised I forgot to switch my mobile on with the Garmin Explore or Earthmate app. I have done now. So in theory it should send the data back, but never managed it before, so we'll see today. The walk is scheduled for 2 hours 10 minutes, I think. So it'll take me an hour to get to the top. But anybody that's been with me before knows where I'm going. I'll see you a bit further on. I just looked at the lens and realised it was covered in filth. I tried to wipe it off with a dry tissue, it didn't work, so a wet one worked. So I'm hoping you've got a better picture now and can see where I'm going. This is the hill down to the turn up for the beehive site at the bottom. Might be a bit bouncy this. Denise bought me a holder so that I didn't have to carry my camera around my neck. It sits on my chest now. But it's easier just to take photos like this and put it up to my eye and see what I can see. But I'm sure you can see a fair amount, and as I say, we're coming up to the beehive turn off, and I'll show you as we come around this little corner. There you are. Attention bees. And the next stop is the next bit we pass will be the end of the lava flow down from the top that goes past the gallery when we walk down the steep bit from the top path. But you don't need that, I'll show you a bit later on. I don't know whether you watch any of these babs. I'll send you a link anyway so you can watch this one. This is one of my memory spots. Memories of you, Gordon, Dave, Bikini Jill. The memories go on. And now I'll walk it alone. In a month's time there will be more of us. But this is the end of the almond walk that we used to do when the almond blossom was out. We used to finish up walking down this lane to catch the bus, or to go for a drink and catch the bus back. And I have this memory of Bikini Jill running with an umbrella in the rain. It used to seem to rain a lot then. It doesn't anymore. But I'm walking backwards on this one. But I'll send you a link so you can see where I've been. Part of it is on the almond walk, coming back off the almond walk. I don't know whether you'll remember or not, but I'll send it. Yeah, this is the bit at the end of the almond walk. We used to walk down this to the road down there, that track at the bottom there takes us back to where we used to have coffee. I've not seen him up for a long time. But, you know, I said I walk alone. I don't really. I remember the voices and the faces. So I'm never alone on the mountain. So now, start the hard bit of the walk, which is the hardest bit. Up there to the top, it's all loose rock, but it's been done many times. It gives me time for a breather, doing a little bit of filming. But I'll tell you when we get to the top of this. This is the level bit before the final bloody awful climb to the tracks up at the top. So I'll turn it off before I start climbing. So these are like stairways to heaven. The best one I've ever seen was on La Gomera, which was a long stairway to heaven. But this one, just as good. Well, Babs, that's the route you used to come down from the Almond Walk. You used to walk down there, then down that there, which is a steep bit I've just come up. Now I'm going up onto the top, up to the valley that we call the Quiet Valley because it's very quiet up there. Denise may remember this. We sat and had a drink here on the way up when we came up with the Mum's Asses, and we sat there for a quiet drink. I'll have a drink before I continue. I've had my drink. Now we're on the Chignero path, but I'll be turning off soon to go up the Quiet Valley. It's taken me 40 minutes to get here. Another 20 I should be with Jen. And then an hour down, so I will make the 2 hour. Oh, somebody lost a... Should I pick it up? No, they may come back for it. Right, I will continue. This is what we call the Quiet Valley. There's not even wind sounds down here because we're below the wind. But we don't know who put these stones here. We presume it was the foresters. But you can see it goes up and round up that hill. We decided we'd go that way. But as you can see, it's beautiful. If you want a place to be resting in, this is it. Jen's a bit higher in a lava field, but with beautiful views of Teide. I think Denise knows now, while whenever I make videos I'm gasping for breath, it's because we're on a giant bloody volcano. Well, we're round the top of that little stretch. Now, last return back, not going back the shortcut. We're going the long way like Denise did with me a week ago or so. There is a lone tree where we turn off to go back through the lava field. I often thought it was this one, but it's not. This is a lower. It is you can get through on the path, but not the one that we want. We want further up. Some of these now are for Jim's Julie, Jen's niece. She wanted to know what kind of views Jen had got. So, although this is a very rough path, I'll take some as I walk up a bit higher and when we get closer. But that one was one of Teide in the distance. I don't know how good it was. I'm not really videoing as such. I'll try better pictures further up. As you can see, Julie, I'm walking in the edge of a lava field. This is black lava from Chignero volcano that, 400 years ago? No, it wasn't. It was quite recent, Chignero, 110 years ago, 120 years ago. But, yeah, a bit further on and we will see where your Aunt Jen is. Well, Julie, nearly there, but this is an impressive part of the walk. In front of us, there, is Mount Tady. And as we walk on, let me wind back, because it'll go all wobbly. It gets better. I'll leave it running for a few seconds while I get my breath, and we get just round this corner so you can see where we are. Well, Julie, this is the view that your Aunt Jen's got. Forest and mountains. Lots of trees. I realise it's in a lava field, but what can be more magnificent? I don't know what the roses for you, Jen, but I thought they were better up here. I brought me a little bunch of flowers. I'll cover them up. I can't leave and make it look messy up here, so they'll have to be covered by stones. But they'll be with you for a while. I also found some Californian poppy seeds that you've been saving to plant. I've put them in soil and I'll spread them about up here under a tree somewhere. A bottle of your water to water them with, and that's my water, because I'm going to share an almendros with you. Obviously you can't eat yours, so I'll spread it about for the animals that live up here. Really beautiful up here, Jen. Nice, quiet, peaceful. And majestic. A really wonderful place to be. But I'm afraid I must cover you back up and leave the mountain as I found it. But I'll be back to see you another day. I've tidied the mountain up, said bye to Jen. I'm now off back through the lava field, so I'll send you some more pictures as we get further on into this. As you can see, we're now well into the lava field. We don't want to be out here long because it gets a bit warm out here when it's well, now afternoon time. I always have this problem when I get here. Which way do I go? That way or that way? We go this way. Oh, down into the bottom eventually. Let me turn this off. I shall have to be a bit more careful than that. A little slip. You don't want to slip in this place. But here we are, back on the path again. I suppose it's a bit hazardous out here. Places like this, let me just get a stick. You have to navigate them and stay on the path. But in general, it's not that bad. I'll start bouncing. Fortunately, I've been here through so many times I don't actually need the GPS anymore. And there's a cairn from some nice person, and another one just a bit further on. So, yeah, the path is fairly well defined now. So I'll switch off for a minute. It's not far now to the Chinchero official path rather than one of these things through the lava field. So we'll be on the easy walking back down past Arenas Negra. Jen used to like Arenas Negra. Past the Montaña Negra volcano and back down. Oh, another cairn there. And we're now just going out to the path. And here we are back on the Chinchero path. As you can see from that mark, the official path. And fairly straightforward now. It just keeps going down and down and down. Well, Julie, your aunt Jen, as you can see, has got nice views. It takes a while to get here. It takes me an hour and 10 minutes to walk up and an hour and 10 minutes to walk down. But it's well worth it in the end. I hope you enjoyed the walk. Well, we're now in the area approaching Montaña Negra. It's interesting to see the stuff hanging on the trees here. Yes. It's the only reason these trees can grow is because of the cloud up here. They collect water from the cloud and drop it on the roots. Keeps them alive. At the side of us, to this side, is Montaña Negra through the trees there. I can't see it properly, I'll show you in a minute. And that's Montaña Negra volcano. You can see the, it actually blew out the other side, not this side. I'll show you further down. Teide, and that's Montaña Negra, one volcano. And then round there we have Teide and Pico Bianco. Further around, a little lump there, you can't hardly see it, is volcano Chinchero. But equally beautiful up here. It's why I walk it. It's worth the effort just for the beauty. And a bit further on I'll show you what's on the other side. I never get tired of looking at this. Those areas. You can see them on this. It's difficult to tell. There are forests and different lava flows, and you can cross them. I've crossed several of them towards the base of Teide and Pico Bianco. There are still others I would like to walk on. We'll see in the future. This way we go over the top. Get down here without falling down and breaking my neck. I'll just show you with this edge. We're going back into the forest now. It's forest all the way down to the car park where I left the minibus, and it's a bit cloudy now, unfortunately. So you can see down there, you can really see cloud. It would be the Atlantic if you could see it, but never mind. It's been a good view. And here we are on that side. We've got the lava field from Montaña Negra, and now we're going back into the forest and down the path to where I've left the minibus near the water tank. Well, going to my little watch, I've been walking for just under 2 hours, so by the time I get back, take me about half an hour from here. It'll be 2.5 hours. Fortunately, Jen isn't waiting for me and worrying about me. So, never mind. It's should only been 2 hours 10 minutes, but I did stop for a bite at the top of the walk and a chat. So, and the video in, of course. So, turn this off for a while, speed up and get further down. It's now like a woodland path, quite pretty. We're still in the pine forest, we haven't got down to the mixed trees yet. We're a way to go, but let's get down this bit without breaking my neck. And as you can see, it's quite pretty to walk. Well, I've just got through the grotty bit of this track, this path where it's all stony and barren. I had a helicopter go over, it didn't sound very healthy. Rotors weren't going very fast and it got a whistling sound, so I hope to goodness it didn't come down if it came down anywhere near a forest. It could cause major problems. Oops. So would that if I don't watch when I'm walking and use my stick properly. And here we are coming to the end of the Chignero path. Just round the corner here, there's the signpost, and we get round to it and we turn onto the track back to the minibus. About 10 minutes from here, I suppose. It's always longer than I expect when I get here. And then in front of us, well, there will be in a minute when I stop shaking this thing, oops, daisy, is the signpost. I don't think you can see that. Well, it might be autumn now, but never mind. Pull it back. Just makes it jumpy. Yeah, there you are. Chignero signpost. We're going to go left and back to the minibus. So, 10 minutes to the end. Well, if I'd have been walking for Jen, I would have rounded this walk off to 2.5 hours. So, it will be interesting to see when I get to the end how far out I would have been and whether she would have been playing pop with me when I got back. Well, there we are, getting to the end. I'll show some of the environmental workers about. I'll check how long I've been and whether I would have been on time. And there we are, there's the minibus. And the time is 4 minutes under 2.5 hours, which would have pleased Jen.